We have a green light.
Green is good.
I'm gonna set it up a little bit there, like that. There we go. Yeah, that should be good like that.
Got any? You got deep.
Unfortunately, that music's in the background, but
Yeah, no,
The boys are back in town. That's perfect.
I know the boys are back in town, folks. Here
no
we are,
monetization for
back
you.
in town. We're the boys, and we're at the Roadking truck stop. We're in the restaurant here having the morning breakfast special, which we always love here. And you know what? This is a great place. And for any of you freedom fighters out there, I want to remind you that the Roadking stayed open during the mandates and that for you. And they even faced fines for looking after truck drivers during the scamdemic. So if they supported you then, and it was one of the places you could actually get food and you could eat, and there was a clean restroom you could go to and showers and stuff like that, I think isn't it a good idea to support them, especially now? And the breakfast special, it's a good price. Coffee's not too bad. How's your coffee taste?
Good.
Does it taste like sugar? How was your room last night?
It was good.
How was your bed? Did you have a nice bed, like one of those pillow top beds that you sunk in, or was I the only one that got a good room? So, International Women's Day today. It's interesting how it started. The reason the date is the date it is, it goes back to way back to Russia, to the 1800s, when the women basically held a big strike and everything else for bread and rights and everything else. And then later on in about 1910, there was a meeting, and actually again it was the Russian Socialist Party, and they were saying there should be an international day to recognize women's rights. And the United Nations didn't actually recognize it till 1975. I think is when they finally recognized an International Women's Day. The picture that I use today for International Women's Day is, of course, my mom, his grandmother. And for a lot of reasons, is she was the most intelligent, strongest woman I ever knew. And you know what? She was my mom, so why not? But more than that, she was amazing. I was very blessed to have her for 94 years. I actually only had her for 64 years, but 94 years with a person with 188 IQ, tested IQ. Hey, good morning. And which basically showed how great and how awesome she was to have that sort of thing. I mean, I just can't say enough. With Canadian Trucking Magazine, any of you that ever went to the Canadian Trucking Magazine shows, she was there, laughing, singing, telling jokes and everything else. And Robert got to have her in his life for 44 years. So pretty lucky kid when you think about it, to have a grandmother with that kind of esteem, yet she was a humble person. You would have never been able to tell in public that at 60 years old she went in to get a medical degree and a degree in geology at the University of Manitoba, and graduated because her friend, who was a doctor, needed to renew her credentials in order to practice in Manitoba, and said, this is ridiculous. I've been practicing in California for the past 40 some odd years, and Manitoba won't let me practice unless I go to University of Manitoba and certify. And my mom said, well, let's go. Let's do it. Let's take the next 4 or 5 years and do it. But I also am interested in rocks and geology, and I'd like a degree in that. And she went and did it. And I can't imagine at 60 years old, 60 years young, 60 years around the sun, going to the University of Manitoba, taking full-time courses. Could you imagine going to university right now and going there full-time?
Nope.
Just for the women, maybe.
Couldn't even imagine going part-time.
Yeah, no, I couldn't either. And at 60, she went and did that. So for talking about our International Woman of the Day, I thought it would be only fitting and a great idea to have Inga Little Rimberg MacKenzie as the picture on our Canadian Trucking Magazine, especially since she loved Canadian Trucking Magazine. She loved our truck shows. Oh, she loved Rochelle here. I always call you Rochelle, but it's Rachel, right? I don't want you to ever get mad. Do you want to say hi to anybody, or because you're so beautiful all the time?
Shy now.
If you come over here, folks, this is the best server. Let's see, can you? Will I get you? No, you gotta go on this side here. This is the best server in all of Alberta, right? How many years have you been here?
7 years this year.
7 years.
Lucky
Yeah.
7.
Lucky 7.
Yeah.
Hey, go to the casino. And of course, she's serving us today. She's always got a smile. She's fantastic. Tip heavy, folks. Servers, you need to tip heavy because they're fantastic. They're absolutely awesome. Of course, we're joined off camera by one of my favorite brothers here in Alberta, Travis, but he's always shy of the camera. Although we have been on the camera before when we were down at that barbecue place, right?
Yeah, and you and me here
Yeah.
That'll do it. A little liquid courage will get you on the stage.
Sometimes that's what I have to do with Robert is, hey June, how are you doing? We're just promoting the property, of course. The ownership is here. Now that's got me throwing off. So Shauna Grace says good morning. Keith Bazin, how are you doing? TJ Young, good morning. Marsha Pitt, good morning. Reddy Wagner, Robert, you need to smile a little. Well, he said to stick with me.
I reckon this is my first coffee, so we're still I'm still on Winnipeg time, Central Standard.
Absolutely. And he hasn't had a good bite of the hair that bit him yet this morning. Not yet. Maria says, good morning, handsome Dave and Robert. How are you doing today? Fantastic. Just woke up, just rolled out of the sack. Travis Wallace says, hello, family. Who's Travis Wallace? I hear he's a good-looking, great guy. I'm not sure. Not today. Not today? No. And Camp Hope says, good morning. Hey, Camp Hope, thank you very much. My favorite place in Manitoba to go, Camp Hope. Jeff Bush says, morning from Winnipeg. Carl Freeman says, good morning, Roadking boys. Oh, probably saw, either that's us or saw the ownership in the background, because I guess the ownership was doing a morning inspection and walked by and said hi as they went by. Love the ownership here. Love the people here. They are absolutely freaking awesome. We like the rooms here. I'm going to get to the hair break today and do the hair break today. And the breakfast here today. And the store here. Everything. We were in Jay's Lounge last night. The machines were a little tight last night. I don't think they liked me very much.
I
But
didn't like the machines last night.
no. But you got to do it. You got to gamble responsibly, folks, because those machines, when they're on a terror and they're like an ex-wife, they can take everything from you. Okay, here comes the breakfast, folks. We're going to end this video in a couple of minutes, but I want to show this breakfast because it is absolutely fat. Hey, could you do mine like Vanna White? Could you come over here for a second? Look at this. This is the morning breakfast special, right?
Yes.
And could you tell everybody what it is?
It comes with 2 bacon, 2 hams, and 2 eggs and toast
And how
for
much?
just $10.95.
$10.95? Excellent. Thank you very, very much. And do we have to tip the servers?
From your heart. From the heart. Tip from the heart.
You already have my heart. I left my heart
Enjoy your meal.
with Rachel at the Roadking. Hey, do you want some breakfast or coffee or anything? I'm buying.
Grab the coffee.
Can I get a coffee for Travis? Do you want a breakfast special too? or anything? Yeah. Do you want a little something in it? I got
Yeah, I
a...
was looking at that.
Oh, he's a little bit of... Oh, am I live on video? Robert, why didn't you tell me? It's all Robert's fault. Now he wonders why I'm so cheerful in the morning. So everybody, Roadking, we got a lot more coming today. Stay tuned. Join us. like us, follow us, and we're going to do lots of stuff in one day. So take care, I do care. And from Robert and I here at the Roadking, what do we always tell them, Roberto?
Keep on trucking.
Just keep on trucking this morning?
Yeah, you can do the hear from me about you.
Why, you don't want to hear from them?
Well, I do. Would rather hear from you than about you.
See, he would. So everybody, keep on trucking. Take care, everybody. Could you reach over and hit the end button? Just pass it to me even.